Hi, I'm morakdais, and welcome back to more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Alright. Hey, it's actually here and up. Awesome. That was fast. So fast. Alright. Now let's try not to die. Yeah, for real. So, believe this, I was like all amped to go for streaming on Sunday, and I literally started horfing. Not like puke horfing, but like horfing and coughing and felt awful. And yeah. So pretty much today's been the first day that I've been starting to feel better. So hopefully stream this weekend for this. Because I have to get to like a certain point in this before I can start Man of Medan, because I think Man of Medan is next week. Yeah. It's not even just sleeping in, it's just felt so awful. But I'm glad I feel better now, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and skip. Okay, so we can take it to the Miller and Kohelnitz, and we can also pay the apothecary. So Kohelnitz should be the next one up. Should be that mill across the river. Yeah, it is. Now let's see if we can make it there without getting beaten to death. Also, it helps that I was playing my other game for the DLC just to see what it entails. Pretty interesting stuff. Not too much what I expected, but it was good. I'm not quite done. I still have like a little bit more, but the one that I'm doing now is actually really good. The Band of Bastards. Well, it is tough. Depends how disrupted and how much of him is magic. Like, is it like an enchantment? Is it like ethereal magic? Is it like, you know, like a pan-dimensional kind of magic or thing? And how much damage the disruption would have caused. What type of disruption. Now that we have a horse, at least we're less of a target. Also, it's early ass morning, so usually people aren't trying to rob people at like 3 in the morning. Like 5 in the morning. Luckily we can go through these trees without getting knocked off, because there's nothing worse than riding on a horse and getting branches to the face. I mean, falling off a horse sucks, but... Oh, so I'd think of it like a max headroom kind of glitchiness. Like that kind of like stuttering glitchiness. There's the villager.
God be with you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the Miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
Yep.
I've got
We
some
have.
goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Let's see if I actually have something. Oh. Are you really quick saving at this moment? Interesting. I guess because I finished it and technically I left the dialogue. Definitely want that. I don't need any of the treasure maps. So... let's see what we have that we can sell him. That's some crappy pricing. Yeah, I might just have to eat the price of this. Yeah, because holy crap, his prices are terrible. Also, I don't have a bow equipped? The fuck? Yeah, that's fine. Just close it. These guys aren't easy to haggle, so not worth the time. The Cumin bow is actually better, the Cuban bow. I don't have a sword equipped? Well, I guess I'm using a knight's hunting sword for the moment. That's interesting. Maybe because the axe was... yeah, I think the axe was just garbage for the moment. But I did find out that they did actually increase the number of axes you can find. So we should be good. Also, do we have any lockpicks? We do not. I should probably buy like 2 or 3 lockpicks. Miller, time to wake up again.
God be with you.
I've got some goods here whose own...
All right.
Lockpicks are quite expensive. So that's like 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay. Let's actually try to haggle these down just a little
Let's
bit.
have a word about the price.
Naturally.
I'd like it better if he was like, get fucked.
Satisfied?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Are we agreed?
Come now. Just a little more, and we have a deal.
Oh, well that actually saves.
Very well, I agree.
Because instead of being whatever it was, 106 or something, it was just a flat 100, because they were like 20.3 or something. Yeah, so I think it was like 1.2 or something. 1.2 groschen doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. But I'm thinking we should... do this. I have to pull this up. Just give me a moment. Here we go. So, actually, while we have the time, let's do this. Since he won't be upset about it, let's find somewhere to have a seat. And let's have a little read. While I'm doing that, okay. Just a few hours to read a book. I'm going to start pulling up treasures. I really hope they're in order. Okay. Actually, let's start at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Actually, let's just go in order. Even though it's going to kind of suck, and we're going to be traveling all over the goddamn map because they can't put them in order. But that's fine. We have to clear out the map anyway. Actually, I can't do that one. Okay. I'm just going to look for the ones that are nearby where I am currently. And... no. Just stay in this menu and find the first of many treasures. Okay, all of these are by Sasau. This one's relatively close to where we are. But it's a very hard, so I'd have to save scum to open it. Yeah, I mean... if it's still talking about the magic creatures, I may have missed comments because I was looking at stuff on screen. Usually like a degradation, or like what's really sinking is the like I don't remember you at all kind of thing, like someone who's dear to someone who just doesn't remember anymore. I'm also seeing what the treasures are. Fear not. And that's kind of pointless. This one's a lockpick easy. Oh. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this one. So. This one. Since we haven't even been to Ledechko, which I kind of wanted to avoid. Okay, well first we need to get to Ledechko, so that's easy enough. Well, when I was younger, all I did was write and think of stories. I still do to today, but I've just like... it's so weird because I can't write unless I'm like overly stressed and like edgy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's because when I was younger, I had a lot of stress while I was writing. So it was like a good stress release, to say. But, I don't know. Over the past, like, 10 years or so, I only in a few moments have I felt, like, hyper-stressed. And I've been in, like, hyper-stress modes where I don't have time to write, so I, like, can't. I don't know. It's like the nail-biting stress. Also, right now, FYI. Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I'm like more creative the more like stressed out I am. Unless I'm like in physical pain or and generally like frustrated. Yeah. So that's Ledechko, which we're mostly going to skip over for now. We're actually going to need to get to the other side of Ledechko. Come on, horsey. I know, horsey, you're upset. Ledechko actually has a lot of great stuff to steal in terms of like getting experience. Oh, also, speaking of which, skills. We're only at lockpick 3. After success, you have a 20% chance of returning. So I'm at 1. Deft Grip is a good one. But we want all of these. Master Thief, amazing. And Lucky Thief. Oh, Kyoto's at work. I totally understand. I watch streams when I work, and sometimes I'm like all about it, and sometimes I'm like, no, I have to focus on my work. Let's do lasting lockpicks. Silent Fiddler's good too, but we'll be getting there. Alright. So we want to be... I haven't discovered that. It's going to be about there. Also, technically, I could get the dog with me. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, you're talking to people, so there's that.
Yeah.
Also, it's insurance, so they feel like every millisecond you're not doing something, they're losing money. It's like, your bathroom break was 2 minutes 30 seconds. You know we only allow 2 minutes for bathroom breaks. Alright. Alright, so the next cloud should be revealed to give us like a more detailed idea. Alright, so actually it should be like right here. Oops, wrong button. It's not how you get off a horse. So it should be by one of these trees. By the way, the maps for this are... like, you're not gonna find it. Like, they are super convoluted. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Well, my old job was super serious about that. Like, if you were even a few minutes over your lunch break, they would, like, lose their shit. And it was goddamn stupid. Okay, so they have some valerian, which isn't too bad here. Dandelion, mint, sage. Let's gather the sage. I know we need that for something later. And the mint, why not? Okay, that's all valerian. Alright. Even though this costs us the savior schnapps, it'll be worth it. I believe we get one from it. Oh. I can't actually open that right. What? Don't get stuck in there. Oh, it's because of the thing. We had a really bad grading system. Ours would be like, you're not, you know, adding enough friendliness to the call. Like, your friendliness score needs to go up. And I'm like, what do you mean friendliness? Like, people don't want to be friends with you, and they're like, they just want, like, their information, or they want to get their you know, forms they need because their spouse just died. They don't want a friend. You need to extol more sympathy. Sympathy for what? Most of these people are pissed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had calls because the one guy didn't like me, and he 100% picked calls that he knew, like, he could use against me. Like, oh, I'm just going to listen to a bunch of calls. But they had a list of every single recorded call, and I could tell that they, like, went through a bunch, because it's like, you know, if it was like randomly picked, like a computer just automatically randomly picked, like I got one that was like a transfer call where they called the wrong department, I had to transfer him, and he's like, you didn't talk to them about that. Oh yeah, dude, it's so toxic. And he would like he's like, in this transfer call you didn't give them the number to transfer. I was like, we don't have a number for that because it's the same number, a different option. He's like, well, you should have contacted someone to get that number so they could call it. I was like, it's literally the number they called. They picked the wrong option on the menu. And they're like, yeah, but that department has a direct line. I was like, okay, well, what's that number? Because nobody knows that. That's what they tell us to do. And he tried to like give me like a 0 grade on it, and I fought it with my manager, and they're like, no, there is no direct number for that. And they're like, okay. And they're like, well, we'll talk to his manager about it. What happened? Like, he did like one more thing where he was just like, yeah, you did fine. Yep, we're not going to talk about it. You did great on your calls. And then just like fucked off. And then they picked somebody else to do it because I called him out for being wrong. Okay, this one should actually be good. It sucks that sometimes you'll notice when I flick to the screen, Henry will be standing on top of the horse as opposed to like sitting on it. It's just a thing that happens. Alright, this one should not have it. Okay, so that's gonna be like... It's gonna be like right about here. Come along, Pebbles. Come along, Pebbles. Oh yeah, like the dead air thing, if you even did that at my old job, like if you had like I had one call where I was typing something in and they were looking for something, and they're like, hold on, let me try to find that envelope. They're like, you had 9 seconds of dead air. I was like, the lady was shuffling and looking for something, and they're like, well, you should be talking to her. I was like, the lady is literally trying to focus on finding stuff in her mail, like, or looking across a sheet of paper and reading. I'm not going to talk her goddamn ear off while she's trying to look at something. Like, if I'm on the phone with someone and I'm looking for something and they just start talking about random nonsense, I'm going to be like, could you, like, stop? I'm trying to find this. Like, it's so rude to do that. And we actually had another employee get called out as rude for that. Like, the person was like, I'm trying to read something. Could you be quiet for, like, just a minute? And I know it's, like, rude on the customer's part to say that, but I get, like, for some people, that's a big fucking pet peeve. Like, don't talk while I'm reading kind of thing. But yeah. Stuff like that is just, like, so... Again, like Kyoto said, it's toxic. But that's, like, this workplace mentality where they're like...
Damn it, I wish I was able to swim.
And there's Henry saying he can't swim. But yeah. We'll be coming to this bathhouse quite often. Hey there, Archer Boy. I believe that guy you can buy an archery book off of, which is honestly the better way to get better at archery than firing like 600 arrows at something. But I am gonna hoard arrows until then. but like it's one thing to have like dead air where you're just like, you know, it's in between moments, or they're like, you know, you're kind of just going over stuff, or they're, you know, they're talking to you and you're kind of having it back and forth while they're looking something up. Like, that stuff's all cool, but man, the place I worked were so anal about that stuff. Alright. Should be a dead tree out here. I'm thinking it's this one.
Yeah.
Should be off the road. There, that might be it. No, it's much deader than that. Is that it? Okay, Henry, please face the direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're waiting on you, like you're typing shit in, like I'll be Chatty Cathy. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. I did like, some of the managers wanted you to like explain our website so they wouldn't call in for like stupid stuff like balances and stuff like that. And, so some managers wanted to like explain to customers like, oh, you can do this, you know, go online and do this if you're online savvy. And so, like, you know, I do it as a courtesy because then they don't have to call and I don't care. You know, they get their business done, I have less work. And then one of the other managers, when I was under her temporarily, while the other one was away on vacation, she got so flippant, like, you have to explain to every customer that they have to go online. And apparently, while the guy was gone, they wanted more people to enroll online, and that was like her way of doing it. Because she wanted like this bonus or something. And yeah, so she basically told everybody like, you have to do this. So look at this. A bassinet with clap visor, fashionable slippers, 246.8 groschen, an odd die, which is actually pretty good. Playing die loaded in favor of odd numbers, which you want, because 1 and 5. Yeah. A lot of people are calling because they're either too old-fashioned for that or otherwise. No. Take all. I meant to turn that off, but... And it's like, you'd think if people were... you know, savvy enough to do that, they wouldn't be calling you in the first goddamn place. Like, use your brain here, people. Yes. Spiked Warhammer is significantly better. This is much better than the Cumin helmet and weighs less. Plus, look at silly little Henry. He's like a little frog man now. The only problem is if you prepare for battle, you're actually wearing the helmet. This one actually has pretty good visibility compared to better ones. Alright. That one's by Scowlitz. This one... we need a spade. So do we have a spade on us? Hopefully we do. We do, yes! Treasure is mine! This won't be the most exciting of episodes. This is a lot of getting the foundation down. So this one, if that's the point, this one's probably about here. Onward, Pebbles! So we're gonna have to get back on the main road. Getting this one might actually result in me getting beaten to death by a random group of bandits. Because there are a lot of cumans and bandits. Cumans and bandits out this way. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Let's see, is this the main road or the side road? This is the side road. We want the main road. Surprisingly, side roads are less dangerous than main roads. And that's because there's highwaymen. People who tax you for walking by their camp. Or tax you because they're just dicks. But we have a horse, so we can at least run away unless they have horses, and then we are boned. Alright. So it's just south of the smoke, so yeah, that's actually like perfect.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if the smoke is an actual bandit camp. But we'll find out. This game is a little too accurate as a life simulator. Because you do just run into people out of seemingly nowhere who have bad intentions, and it's all over from there. Oh yeah, that's... I don't care if that cost me a savior schnapps. Ugh. What? Sorry, doggy. You can't actually like full kill it. Yeah, basically I did that because dogs will mess you up really bad. And I don't want to deal with that. Yep. Do have horses. I guess the bow was too strong for me.
What's that? Well now, look what's come calling out among the sunrock. Ow! Ha! Britka!
Oh god.
Go ahead and add your strength.
Oh, he's a tough guy. Oh shit, there's a dog too. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Yep, I'm glad I saved. Oh! I gotta be careful. With your stamina low, you can take a lot of damage. Oh, he tried to tackle me.
Leave me be. No.
Oh.
You win. You hook.
Oh, I'm tired. Don't do that. Oh.
Are you gonna cry now? Cut.
Did you just call me a cunt? Problem is he has more range, but I can dig down his sword from his constant deflects. So at least when they hit me... Ow! Fuck.
I surrender.
I accept no surrender. I have a feeling they'll both come back. I'm also taking your sword. So that's the janky version of combat. There's also another guy up there. I wonder if this horse is considered steel. Yeah, I lived. Ooh. I wonder if I could claim that as my own horse. Also, how's my nourishment? You can poison food pots, FYI. Ooh, very hard. No thanks. The only good part is that I know where most of the chests are, and I can always go back in my streams and see where they are. So that way, I can get all the treasures. Guess who's gonna die? Oh, I don't have a knife?
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! To arms! Get over here!
That dude just pieced the fuck out.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! To arms! Get over here!
Anyway, we were looking for treasures. This is a nice horse. Too bad I can't just, like... You can't really steal horses, which is kind of... Like, you can, but you can't. I think you have to, like, saddle them and do other stuff. There's a way to keep them. But I don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't really care that much. Pretty much. It doesn't matter too much, because we'll eventually get, like, the best horse in the game pretty quickly. I think it's like 6,000 groschen, something like that. Okay, so there should be a grave around these bushes. In some bushes. Or Goodnight Henry, who goes grave robbing for fun and profit. Probably over here. Yeah, I think it's over here. Because they're fly agaric. By the way, fly agaric are like bullshit mushrooms because I think... Yeah, fly agaric is edible, but fly amantia is not. They're both red caps with white dots. That's why just don't eat fucking mushrooms. They're gross. It's like wood ear, too. I think wood ear... St. Michael's sword, which is... another clap visor. Yeah, I think wood ear, if it has like a gel on top, is like deathly poisonous. But for some reason, people still think wood ear is like this magical like all-encompassing healing mushroom. It'll cure you of your sickness. We promise. I mean, it might be permanently, but it still cures you. Let's equip a necklace. Nice 1K necklace. Necklaces are actually great because they weigh 0, and there are ways to get a fair amount of them. And they're usually, they say 1K, but in reality they sell for like 600 or 700, depending on how much the vendor actually likes you. So, alright. Let's just drop that. We have a lot of hair meat that I'm never going to eat because it's rotten. 1 Savior Schnapps, a Kumanir. Also, next time I sleep, I'm going to finish Primer 2 and then get these potions out of here. Dollmaker is pretty nice because it's a paralyzation potion, and you can, it's actually quite hilarious. You can put it on an arrow and just taint some arrows and shoot somebody with it, and the second it hits them, they just fall over, and then you just walk over and beat them to death. Speaking of beating people to death, oh, we can put that away now. No yield. No yield. I'm a good person, I promise. Leather gloves are pretty nice. These are pretty filthy, but I'm still going to take them. Arrows I'm going to take. Marigolds. Blacksmith kits. Hell yeah. I don't even think I can afford blacksmith kits at this point. And let's see. Yep. So now we should have repair skill or maintenance. Is it maintenance? I thought there was another blacksmithing. Oh, maybe it is all maintenance. I'm getting confused with other games. But hell yeah. 2 treasures. Also, how full is my horse? My horse is about halfway full. Okay. So this one is actually not too far from where we currently are. It is right about... yeah. The only problem is crossing the river. So we may actually have to go all the way back to Ledechko, because I don't know if there's a crossing there. One of the few games where river crossing is actually a legit thing. Horse, what are you grumbling about? I don't know if you could hear that. The horse will make grumbling sounds when it's annoyed or upset, or in general starting to get panicked. Also when it's tired, it starts making like the horse's frothing at the mouth sound. Doesn't look that deep, but I think there's a crossing up here that's not on the map. Also, love the forest and foliage in this. and like has the bird sounds, like the goodness. There's the crossing. Oh, by the way, a funny thing I heard the other day, and surprisingly is factually correct, although the interest of that story is much less of a debate, but someone put up a postulation about why there was such a common occurrence in the UK of people who fuck sheep. And you might say, like, oh, fucking gross, lonely people, nasty little incels, some other, ridiculous statement. But apparently, it was a law that if you stole livestock, you could get, like, a death penalty or, like, an intense lashing. Oh, my phones are... Anyway, sorry about that. I was like, what? Why does the music sound so different? Is there like a battle happening? No, just my phone. I don't remember whether the music it's playing is Witcher or Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it's Horizon Zero Dawn. But anyway, so you could get the death penalty, or, intensive lashings and servitude or otherwise, for stealing livestock. But if you were going to have sex with it, you were not given the death penalty. You were just kind of seen as you were just going to kind of borrow it, for a good time. So apparently that was a legitimate thing. So if you got caught, it was easier to say, like, I just wanted to bang it, and maybe you'd get, like, clapped in irons for a little bit, or get in, like, minor trouble, but you wouldn't get in, like, as big trouble as if you were caught, like, legit stealing it. Alright, so there should be an accident down by the water. The more you know, huh? Alright, you know what? I'm sorry, horse. I gotta get off. You're too fat to fit down here. I love these trees. I always press the wrong button for map. Okay. Should be a cart in the water somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. Hey. Unknown potions aren't a good thing. Oh, it's like, what the fuck? Okay. I can't really walk up that. Yeah, bushes. There's actually a treasure later that I tried to get like 3 or 4 times, and I kept falling to my death, and it was quite embarrassing. There it is. Oh, there's apparently a bed there. I should probably do that. Noble shoes, open bassinet, yew hunting bow. Oh, neat. So I guess they camped out here and made a horrible mistake. Alright, well, since that was pretty crappy, I don't even think the open bassinet is that much better. Yeah, it's actually worse. But it's worth a decent amount, so there's that. Okay, that's the one. Actually, I should get that one. So let's do this. Since it is almost night. Pebbles. Pebbles, please. I'm in the woods and I'm scared. Please. Please, horse. Wrong button. Yeah, that's the tanner, the bath. I forget who. Oh, that I know who that is. And then there's a gambler, I believe, and then a boxer. One of the boxers. I should have just gone to the mill, but eh. Oh, wait. I don't have that place available to sleep. So I was playing my other game where I have lots of places to sleep unlocked. I don't think this one is ready yet, so... And there's no way to stop once you go. Unless you get into an event. Probably should have just slept in Ledechko. Although, honestly, inns are the biggest waste of money. Sleeping out in the wilderness is okay, but only if you're higher level. If you're low level, you can get ambushed in the night, and it'll be real bad. Like, 6 cumins. But at later levels, you know, you only get like 2 or 3. Although, I mean, I guess technically I can just sleep outside the gate. And I'll be okay. Yeah, let's take a little nappy nap outside the gate. Gorgeous. I probably don't need to eat. Don't need to be a big piggy. Yeah, I'd rather wait. Look how ratty my gloves are. So, one of the things that I hate about the DLC, which, you know, I always mention the negatives. The biggest negative is there's one part where if you talk to a guy and you don't tell the truth, or you get caught in a lie, or you say something he doesn't generally like, what ends up happening is that he'll put you in prison for 4 days. So you have to watch this wheel for 4 days. And then you have to, like, load, and then it takes however long it takes to load back. And then you have to talk to him again, or anything else you did before that happened. So I had to, like, save scum before talking to him. And even then, there's timed questions. You're like, oh, fuck, who is this guy? And it sucked. Like my fancy new shoes? You know you do. Alright, as much as I want to read in the morning, I'd rather get out there while there aren't as many bandits. I could technically go hunting, but that's a bad idea. Oh yeah, one of the guys is a... less than legit meat person. He's looking for stolen meats for fancy clientele. Which, don't get me wrong, poached meat mostly wasn't eaten by people who were poor or starving. Most poached meat was eaten by people that wanted luxurious boar feasts and couldn't afford, like the king, or didn't want to go through a noble or, you know, one of the king's vassals to get it legally. Because, you know, you have to throw some bribes and stuff around. I did not know. This is new. That was definitely not there last time. Or the time I originally played. Let's just move that to horse. Move that to horse. That to horse. Oh, also a fun thing. Your armor has charisma. So, like, the fancier your armor is, the more your charisma goes up. And the condition actually has an effect on your charisma overall. Pretty neat. Also, even though it's ridiculous having to clean yourself all the time, so people aren't like, ugh, what happened to you? Doesn't go off all the time, or some merchant being like, go away, urchin. You're like, well, that's fucking rude. Alright, there should be a way to get down. Right around here. I think here? If I fall to my death now, I'm gonna be upset. This looks pretty steep. Let's get off the horse. It's safer to go down hills without the horse. Because if the horse dies, usually the horse ends up falling on you if you're riding it, and then it gets worse. Also, the horse has less fall resistance. So, I mean, come on now, it's a horse, it's giant. Oh god, oh god. Like, the horse is bleeding, falling, breaking both your legs, and then, like, bleeding. You're like, well, shit. Guess it's over. I mean, technically you can recover, but it's more just like, ugh. Like, I just got fucked up. Plus, you can summon your horse anywhere, so who cares? Alright, there should be a little path. I also got shot in the head by an arrow over here in my other game. There were just some random dudes in the woods, and they shot me, and the arrow hit me right in the face. Like I could see it in my vision. Lost like 3/4 of my health. And was bleeding pretty badly. Alright, so this one... So... This one's pretty deep in there. Yeah. Also, this game has like the weirdest game overs. If you attack a priest, it's like an instant game over. So I believe if you get caught poaching, you can also, like serious poaching, where they actually catch you like in the act of doing it. When you don't have permission yet, you can get a game over. And stealing, like serious stealing. So navigating the woods on a horseback is pretty awful. Okay. Press the right button, you dumb. Alright. Yeah, so I think I actually bullseyed where the treasure was blind. Look at all these rabbits. You're asking for arrows, matey. Keep your eyes peeled for a house. Okay, it's not really a house, it's like a dilapidated crap shack. But it should be right around here. I may have gone too far already. Oh, is that it? Oh god. Whew! Almost a panic. I think this is a lodge. That's not an accident. That looks pretty intentional. Yeah, this doesn't seem like an accident. Not getting accident vibe off of this. We're getting murder shack. Oh, I have a dagger now. That's good news. Yeah, this is definitely a questionable murder shack. I'd assume since it's full of women. Oh, the joy of gutting 3. Yeah, very loose terms of accident. The skull doesn't make me any less concerned. This is also not the shack I was looking for. Because there should be a pond near here that doesn't show on the map. Yeah, I'm a little off. So I think it might actually be lower this way. Also, you can chase down rabbits and kill them with a sword. It's a good way to build up your vitality. Also, did not know about that serial killer shack before. I mean, I know there's another one. That's kind of like a creepy little shack full of skeletons. Okay, here's a little pond. Water doesn't look so great. A little green for my tastes. And the pond I'm looking for is much larger. Huh. Is this it? So, gonna collect some cave mushrooms, because they're actually useful for alchemy, and they're kind of expensive. This is not terrifying at all. Nothing in here? I mean, at least it's not full of bodies, but... Apparently there are mushrooms under this rock. Okay, where the fuck am I now? Yeah, I'm way off. Also, this certainly doesn't make me want to get up and go to the bathroom. Not at all. You know, I always find it weird that, like, going to national parks and stuff like that, and just walking in the woods, there's so many people that are like, oh, it's so wonderful. And I'm literally like, this is, like, the place where you get killed at. Like, there's a reason we live in houses now. Like, this shit will kill you. A bear out of nowhere, an angry boar, a rabid zombie deer. Usual fears. It's not like I'm afraid of it, but I always have that, like, that back of your neck feeling where you're like, this could go terribly. What the fuck? Oh, I guess that just came weird in my vision. Oh, by the way, side note, I switched most of my vape juice, but not all. At least on my new stuff, I have, like, nicotine salts. Holy shit, they are good. But man, are they rough. Like with vape, like with cigarettes, you know, I'd smoke like a cigarette, maybe half a cigarette. But with vapes, I was like puffing pretty regularly. But with nicotine salt, it's like 2 puffs, and I'm like, woo! I am ready. Highly recommend. If you need that oomph. This isn't a lake. This is like a scummy pond. Yeah, I got one of the Nord ones. Alright, can I pick up any of this? The Nord smoke. And it didn't say this one was a lockpick hard. So this was all a big waste of time except for the serial killer shack. Like, look at that. Like, why aren't we picking up these silver chalice? Or this, which is either clay or gold. I mean, obviously that's like a bandit horde or something. Okay. Well, it's marked as an interesting site, so that's good. Alright, so let's find the next place. Yeah, I have the Smoke Nord, and I have one of the other ones, but the other one is kind of shitty. But the Nord ones are really good. Okay, this one's an easy lock. Oh, this one's nice. We're definitely doing this one. But this one is kind of out there. We're not too far from it. It is up here? No. Like right there. I'm not gonna horse it, I'm just gonna run. Hopefully there's a bench there, we can get some reading done. Sleep there if need be. Which I do love all the huts. There's been so many times where I've just been like wandering in the woods, like hunting game, and then out of nowhere I find like a little tiny hut or like a sleeping roll and some tents. And I'm like, okay, well there's no food here, so I know there aren't people here. This was also probably the trail I was supposed to take up there, that the guide suggested. And like the only reason I'm using guides is because honestly, it would take up so much time to buy all the maps and then wander around like an idiot for probably like an entire stream looking for one of them. Because I played this game a little too much. Nice little grove. Got your fresh, clean looking water here. No, Henry, please don't fall or anything. Just enjoying a nice peaceful walk in nature. Thankfully there are no like bears or anything out in the woods that aren't people that will kill you. Which makes me wonder if they added like wild dogs or anything. Okay, we actually should be going down before this embankment gets too steep. I'm also doing this to look for plants. Because sometimes you come across a little garden and... Okay, feeling good about this one. Yep, definitely feeling good about this little path. Who knows? Maybe we'll go on another date once we're done all this. Ooh, cave. Hey! The only thing that sucks about exploring for a lot of this is that you might find something that's story related, but the stuff that's supposed to be there isn't there, kind of thing. So sometimes you won't find key items, or you'll find a key item, but it'll lead you to the beginning of the mission, and then it becomes like a whole thing. Or people will just take it and be like, oh, you found it. Here you go. There's food here, so let's keep walking. Nobody. Definitely not Henry of Skalitz. think that's where I got shot in the head. Okay, no. So it's actually... There's like a little crook right here. Okay. Although, and the good part is, for an open world game, it thankfully doesn't rain all the time. Like Days Gone. Okay, so what are we looking for? We are looking for my phone to turn the fuck on. There we go. Don't be rude, phone. Okay, so it should be, like, straight ahead. Ah, there we go. Ooh, and a nice little garden. Ooh, some marigold. St. John's wort, comfrey. Belladonna. Yeah, don't jump. Press the right buttons. Belladonna, yes. Belladonna is very nice. Hey, I'll take all that. Free herbs. No, I want the belladonna. Because I'm pretty sure that's used for savor schnapps. I don't remember off the top of my head, and there's not an alchemy bench. There might be an... Oh. Yeah, that's an accident. He accidentally drank poison. Somehow managed to cover himself in blood in the process. Yeah, let's not eat from that, or do anything with that. Hey, look, it's a Nern root. By the way, Nern root is still the most annoying quest that's ever been put into a video game. I'm just putting that out there. Agile as the weasel. Okay. Noble cuirass. Noble sword, nobleman's boots, and recipe for Aesop potion. I think Aesop potion just makes dogs not attack you or bark at you. Alright. Armor. Yeah, that's absolute garbage. Hell yeah. Ready? Look how noble he looks. Bam! Anyway. I really don't have anything better than that shit Waffenrock. Keeping the noble dark boots. Leather jerkin is garbage. And I don't even care about that. Just get out. 5 groschen. Get bent. And we don't have spurs. I found armor. So you really didn't miss much. Alright. So, what's next? a grave site by Neuhoff. So Neuhoff. It's right there. We haven't really explored much of Neuhoff, so we just need to follow the river until it forks for the first time. This treasure map is honestly the worst because it just shows Neuhoff and it shows the river splitting, but there's two splits in the river, so it's kind of AIDS, honestly. Yeah, I think sage is used for like doll maker or something. I remember it was in a potion I need to use a lot. Also, I love sage. Sage is like definitely the top 5 of my favorite spices. Like, if it was easy to grow sage where I lived, I would grow sage plants. But much like my basil plants, I'd be upset about actually picking them to eat them. Like, I'd feel really bad about it. I shouldn't, but I do. There's another place you can sleep. Okay, so there should be a fork in the river. I guess it's farther up. I thought there was a secondary fork there. Okay, so it's actually more like up here. So let's just, since there's a road, let's go Pebbles. I think there's a charcoal burner's place back here or something. There's something back here. Like a little camp.
Yeah. Come here, fucker. I'll punch your god for you.
Oh.
You're dead.
That's right, I killed the shit out of you. I'm gonna kill the shit out of your friend, too. Where do you think you're going? Huh? Sheepshagger? Come at me, you cunt. No, drop the body. Don't get caught carrying dead bodies. Not well advised. I'll take the potion, that. And I'll take your wine. All the rest of your stuff is garbage. What about you? You basically have like a toilet brush. Is what you're attacking me with. I mean, I know it's a spiked club, but it kind of looks like a toilet brush. Let's be honest. Unknown potion. You guys were really shitty bandits. Also, even though I don't normally say it, I will be using the C word because I'm getting into character, like I really lived in that time. So deal with it. I could use a noble sword, but nah, I'm gonna pass it on to the horse. Do I have anything else? Nobleman's boots. Ooh. I didn't know dog lard actually... Dog lard. Suitable for frying horse sausages or rubbing on your chest when you've got a cough. I know. It's one of those words that I usually tend to avoid using. Oh, I have some offal. Nice. Oh. Yeah, questionable food things. Food freshness. Which before a preserver didn't work like that. You had to I thought you had to put it on food before it went. So I should probably just toss the unknown potions. Just drop them. I don't really need them. Yeah. That word yikes me. Like most of those words, at least in like a stream or a public setting, it's one thing if you're, you know, privately or personally doing that. But even without the hard R, that still gives me the yikes. I don't remember what I was watching, but actually, this would be better to equip because I don't have the strength or the agility for that yet. I was watching something and someone used it just so blatantly on a stream, and I was like, ooh, yikes. But yeah, other than shock value. Well, yeah. Don't worry, there's no bridges here, and I'm not PewDiePie. So, there's that. Okay, so I think it's actually the group of trees up here. Alright, graves to dig up. Brave Sir Henry dug up all the graves. There we go. Start digging. But yeah, I even feel like the C word, like my wife loves it. Delirious loves using the word. But saying cunt, honestly, gives me the yikes. But at least it's like an acceptable to say word, I guess. Like, it's far more acceptable to say the C word than a lot of other words, but... yeah. But unless it fits in... like, to what you're doing. Like, if you're in a medieval setting or playing a game that takes place in England... yeah, sure. It's just part of your character. Okay, good. It's still early in the day. So we can probably find the next treasure, and then it'll probably be sleep time for little baby Henry. Depending on where the next one is. I think I can make this one before nightfall. This one is in a danger zone, but I should be okay. It should be right about there. This one was the biggest pain to find, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And that's mostly because the description on the map is horrid for this one. But I mean, they're supposed to be. They're hidden treasure maps. Also, the music's sounding somber because I'm close to Neuhof. It'll change once I get out of, like, what is the Neuhof area. Also, neat thing, unlike a lot of, like, card games, this one with the dies are actually helpful. And, beyond being helpful, they have all sorts of different theme dice. Okay, this is not good for horse. That's apparently not even good for Henry. But, there's a lot of theme sets of dice, and some of them are, like, next to impossible to find unless you know exactly who has them or where they are. Please don't give me an event. Okay, good. Believe this one is like right up here. Yeah. So I remember you have to tuck in trees. Pretty sure you have to be up here. It's in like a weird spot. Ratai Woods. Alright. Yeah. Ugh. Sound of bugs. Like, because this always has, like, especially if you're near flies, it, like, kind of buzzes past the headphone. And it makes me feel like I legitimately have a bug near my ear. It's gross. It's okay. Calm down, Henry. Is this it? You notice that's a house. It obviously got caught in like a mudslide or something. Or they built it in the side and then the wall collapsed on them. Alright. Oh, no. Oh, I can actually steal that spade. Should be a grave, like, right around here. Is this right, or is this the first set? No, that should be just about right. So... in there, or... Henry, it wasn't that bad. Calm yourself. I don't think it's in there. It shows it inside somewhere. Follow the path leading through the woods until you come across some collapsed soil with roots showing to the right. Begin climbing through the woods a bit before that landmark until you reach some ruins. The fuck? Yeah, I can't zoom in because this isn't a town. Maybe it's on the other side? Like up a bit more? Henry, please. Henry, please. Henry is not agile. Fine, I'll walk around. Bushes! Bushes, please. Oh, little hedgerows. They did a lot of work here. Fortunately, it appears to be all for naught. What's up?
If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
I think I vaguely remember this one.
Yeah.
We spent like an hour on it.
Yeah.
You go to your map. I think we had to walk up here until you found a log across the river, and then you actually had to climb this way, I thought.
Yeah, this one shows a picture of where it is. So I was thinking, so maybe it is back down a little bit more that way.
But I could be wrong.
It could...
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That could also be the one near Sasau that I remember you... There's like a series of things you're supposed to follow.
Maybe.
But we'll see over here.
I might be getting it wrong, but I remember there being a log. We had to find the log and then follow the log. It was like right there, even though you had passed it like 50 times.
Yeah.
But it's like perfectly hidden.
Well, let's see. Let's go down to the road and do what the guide suggests. Which, I mean, who follows strategy guides? You always go your own way and hope for the best.
Do you care if I print some extra stuff?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't even hear the printer last time.
Okay. I just didn't want to bother you.
No, it's fine. Alright, so let's see if there's like a dirt path along here, because that's what they suggest. Follow the path leading through the woods. Yeah. Are you just a wayfarer? Okay. Is it here? Because this is where they said some collapsed routes showing to the right. See, the problem is I don't know what path they mean, which may be why I have to run down to the base and redo that. Yeah, let's do this. The map is even worse. I wish I could show you the map for it. The map is literally just a stretch of river and then an X. And it shows Neuhof and then a road to Ratai, but it doesn't like match up.
Yeah.
Also, because this guide is literally like 3 pictures. They're like, good luck with it. Yeah, I don't see many paths into the woods here. Maybe like over here. Just get up here. I know, horse. It's a struggle. I believe in you. Alright. Let me zoom in this picture and see. No, don't go over there. Okay. So on the map, it shows the guy standing, and it looks like it's right on top of where the interesting site is. Because there's like this ruddiness, and then it's like right here. But the problem is this icon standing is huge, so you can't really tell. If they use this little marker as like a pinpoint, that'd be fine, because look how small that marker is. But, all well. I mean, technically I could go get a doggy and probably sniff the treasure out, but I don't want to do that. Part of the DLC is doing that and is using a dog, and it honestly feels like cheatery. Also, the dog barks at, like, flowers and stuff. Yeah, so we're back here again. Yeah. It would make sense if it was like right there. Or like right in here. Wait, what? Son of a bitch. I could not see that outline. Also, I'm a dumb. The sea dye. Old family heirloom. Oh, dyed jack or plate jack dyed is pretty nice, but I think my armor is better. I do like the silence is golden and other myths. Yeah, that's not as good as my noble curse. But that's fine. Take it, horsey. Oh, I do have these. Let's equip those. I don't remember when I got those, but sure, I'll take them. These are in better condition, so we'll put them on the horse. A dirty necklace and a silver ring. I'll just put them on the horse just to get them out of my inventory. I can't actually eat offal. I think you have to cook it first. Okay, well, problem solved. No! There's nothing worse in this earth than when you hit back button on your phone and it goes back like 3 pages. What the f... Hold on. I have to wait for this page to load. It's IGN, so of course it takes forever to load a page. Advertisements come first. I have to remember which one I was on. I should probably put on my map so I don't waste time. I should probably read out what the treasure name is. Okay. These are the hard difficulties. Okay, there's the tree one, so we need to scroll way down. Okay. 13, 14. There's like 25 treasures in the game. Alright, so that was 15. We're now on 16. Ooh, this one's way out there. Worth it. So this one... Ignore the angels. Okay. So that's Sasau, right? Pretty much. See, this does not show anything. So actually, we might not be able to do this one. Because this... Or is this... What are you doing over there, cat?
Sorry, it's with me.
Oh, I thought it was Laharl digging into a box.
No, it's with me. I'm trying out the new ink.
Okay.
If it works better.
So yeah, Merhojed is like right in here, I believe. And then I'd have to go like all the way ass out over here. I don't know if that's worth it yet. I'd rather stay near Retai for the moment. Plus we can come back to them. 18 is out by Talmberg, so that's not bad. So this one looks to be like right there. Let's ride to Talmberg. And how's it going, Dark? The Dark Elf, my dude. Alright, please don't fall to your death. Okay. Come along, Pebbles. We have riding to do. Let's ride. We also might get an event on the way up here. So they're like random people you can meet on the road, or like things you stumble across where people suddenly start talking to you. And right up here there tends to be one. I mean, they're all over the place and you can get them in seemingly random spots. Like there's a knight who wants to fight you. And a lady near a dead rabbit. And depending on your skills and how much of a bastard you are. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. Well, might as well get this place mapped. This will be an important place later. Yep, goat skulls mean herbalist. By the way, if you didn't know that, goat skulls on poles, normally with a flag or a banner, usually meant an herbalist or someone who could like uncurse you and stuff like that. Alright, where's the road? Okay. The road's up this way.
Yeah.
So which road takes me to Talmberg? I never remember. I believe it's that one. Beautiful fields of flowers. Come on, jump horse. Come on. I've never really ordered like big furniture off of Amazon. I've always been like skeptical skeptical about that. I don't know. We still have quite a ways to get to Talmberg. But once we unclear this cloud, we should be okay just to go. Also, I'm kind of surprised you wouldn't have, like, a furniture store or something nearby. Because honestly, I always thought, like, furniture stores are, you know, a ripoff. But, no. Here's a fun story.
God watch over you, good night, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
You waiting for someone?
Not anymore, young man. I was waiting for you. You look like a clever sort of fellow, and chivalrous too. You wouldn't leave a damsel in distress, would you?
Why? Do you know of one somewhere?
Now, handsome. Don't be mean. I've got a job to offer you. There's an old grandad sitting in the alehouse there. Yesterday he made use of my services and he said he'd pay me in the morning. Only now he pretends he doesn't know me. I want you to take the groschen he owes me from his purse and bring them to me.
And what do I get out of it?
I'll give you half of what you get off him. It ain't a lot, but it's more than I've seen for quite a while.
I'm on it. I'll be back with the coin before you know it.
Goodbye.
Yep. Nothing quite like an old prostitute who's been scorned. So there's like 6 different ways you can handle this. Maybe like 8 different ways. You can basically tell her to like shove off. You can like use her services. You can find this guy and steal from him. This guy's pretty interesting. Let's talk to him.
Good day to you.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Nothing we can't handle.
And he has training in axe. So yeah, let's
learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right. But it'll cost you.
How much are you charging? Yeah.
Now, pay close attention.
I have 1.8k, so I could care less. But yeah, gives you free levels, and then once I highly doubt I have enough levels for anything. Yeah, let's get that. Oh, well, we already got that. Firm grip, blocking. Your strikes will cost the opponent 15% more stamina. Yeah. So basically when I hit people and they go like, oh! I know, right? Well, considering my helmet's all, like, busted looking, it makes me look like I'm some old, like, wayfarer knight. Rusty Edge is meh. It's only sword. Bloodletter is good. A greater chance of drawing an opponent's blood. Hell yeah. There's actually a skill that goes hand in hand with that, which is Sadist. When you draw an opponent's blood, it gives you +1 strength. Yeah. I'm a hero. I'll just get this. Why not? It doesn't matter with sword and such. No skills for bows, at least not yet. I look like an old mercenary that's just like, please, I need money. Yeah, heavy duty pony, definitely want that. Our horse carries more weight. Yeah. Reading. That one's pretty good. Arcanister's okay because you run in a lot of that stuff, but In the Flow is okay. I think I'd rather just take Magistrate in case I get caught. I can talk my way out of it, or if I have to talk to a guard for a quest, I can always do that. Strength, bodies, 40% higher chance to overpower an enemy in a clinch. Deplete an opponent's health and stamina by bumping into him at a sprint. The effect is increased if your armor is heavier than his, which is pretty good. But your stamina regeneration will not slow down in combat, even on the weapon backswing, which I will take. Headcracker is amazing. 10% greater chance of knocking out an opponent with a blow to the head. Headcracker goes off like all the time, so you'll just knock people the fuck out, and then you just beat them to death while they're on the ground, or just kill them. Yeah, Dreadful is stupid. Having opponents run away from you in combat. Waste. Then you don't get to steal their shit. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I saw something else down here. It says I still have a point. Oh, main level. Scout is good. Oh, yeah. Burger. No, wait. Is Burger the good one? Yeah, Burger is the good one. Right? Bonus to strength, agility, vitality, and speech. Yeah. I'd take the Burger. First aid is good too, but Burger is a good one. Because basically, you automatically get strength, agility, vitality, and speech in town. Which is the guy. I think it's this guy? No? Where is this fucker? This is the music that I'd prefer to get drunk to. You hiding in there? Where is this turkey? Okay, don't throw yourself down the stairs. Thought it was this guy, but it's not. Yep.
Hey, where's my ale?
Whoa, rude. Are you just hiding in your room? Yeah, that dude'll see me 100%. You know what? Let's just do this the less criminal way. Because you know what? I don't feel like dealing with her. Oh, I can't talk to her. I know, right? I should sit down and read while I'm here. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's get some reading done while we're here. We can always stay the night and then try to rob him later. The nice part is they let you sit here. They're not like, you have to buy something. Alright, oh, yeah. I forgot I stashed most of my stuff on my horse. All of these potions we want to move. Let's see if we can read Primer 2 after. If not, I think we're pretty much screwed. Yeah, because this is a speech book. Level 15. Why not? I don't think we'll get any trouble for sitting out here or get attacked. Is that a Laharo? What is it, Laharo? There's an epic stare down of my cats. Now we is the bettered reader. Hell yeah. Look at all those reading perks I got. I'm like the best reader there is. I actually like reading and learning as like an actual skill. I find that actually kind of interesting. Cushion, you're sitting comfortably, you get double reading bonus, which is kind of nice. Avid Reader is a good one. The problem is there's not a lot of comfy places to sit, so I'd rather get Avid Reader. So yeah, your level of study of the book you've read most will advance automatically while sleeping or skipping time. So basically, if you've already read part of a book, like later when you have a whole bunch of books, you can just do like little sections of the book, like just like an hour of the book. And then when you sleep, you'll just slowly learn all the books, which is awesome. Also, let's see if I actually have this quest active. Okay, yeah. Wait, excuse me, what? Dude's all the way down there? Pebbles, where are you? Pebbles. It's nice that you don't have to like stable your horse or anything.
Yeah.
Also, riding at night is really dangerous. As an advisement, don't do that. Time for a trick.
Hey, that's mine. Fuck, a pickpocket.
Fuck. didn't get any trouble. So I think I'm out in the wilds enough. I did wait too long. I know you guys can probably like barely see this. Is he still running? He is.
Yeah.
This guy got like mega spooked. Normally they only run for like 30 feet and then stop. You can alternatively knock him out and then take his stuff, but you can get an assault charge for that. So people might become hostile to you. Oh god, I can't see Dick. Alright. Okay. Okay, please. Push this, please. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Horse is stuck. There we go. Whew. Is he gonna run all the way to... Well, he's not too far now. He didn't move much. I'll just go around.
Yeah.
Is he back to just walking? Looks like he is, or he got knocked the fuck out. You know what? Nuts to this. I hopefully won't get attacked. There he is. Fuck.
Stop that! Hey, fuck, a thief! Guard! Help! Arrest that thief!
Okay. Okay. Horse, please. Please don't actually send guards after me. Also, considering he's running to Neuhof, the people who will actually chase me are not people I want to mess with, because that's the guy I went to do the mission to Neuhof with, and he will be none too pleased. Oh god. Where is this taking me? Okay, good. Not into the woods. Yeah, this dude ran a pretty damn far away. But he'll come back. I'm not worried. You can just ride in the dark to Talmberg. Everything will be okay. Or the bar, whichever happens first. Okay, horse, I'll give you a little break. Also, where the fuck are we? Oh, so we're right by the tavern. Should at least get a little sleep and save. So I don't know if there actually will still be offering rooms this late. So I might be boned on that front. I don't know why these people are all walking around in their bedclothes. Yeah, I think everybody's asleep. Also, I thought I could pick these. I can't steal their cabbages. Hello, pig. Pig? Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, you can steal from hen houses and get feathers and some other stuff. Not worth it. Sometimes you can find like rare stuff in there, but it's really few and far between. Well, I guess since everybody's asleep, oh, I still have a lot of energy. I don't really want to do this in the dark, but you know what? Go big or get stabbed in the head with a cumin by a cumin. I mean, really, those are your only options. So yeah. So let's yeah, we'll just take this shifty road. I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine. We'll be perfectly fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah.
Also, every once in a while, you get like a beggar that's like, please, please help. And then you go to get off your horse, and then like 8 guys come out of the woods and try to kick your ass. And most of them aren't armed well, but it's like those 2 guys who tried to beat me with the toilet brush. So the horse gets some stamina back. I mean, I still have a lot, but if I need to run, I want that horse to have as much stamina as possible.
Yeah.
Also, this game makes me really glad that nobody's invented smell-o-vision yet. At this rate, we might end up in Sasau. Okay. Here's a small holding. This guy will probably be like, get the fuck off my land.
Hey.
Hmm? Oh, you're just a villager. Thought he was someone of some import. I know, dog. I went to the small holding instead of Out on the main road. Is this... Okay. This is the edge of Talmberg. That is also into his house. You know, I hate the outskirts of Talmberg because I think it's a road, but then I end up, like, in somebody's backyard. I mean, road systems weren't a big thing. Also, it's weird to note that pretty much this entire world here, unbeknownst to anyone then, but like, was it something crazy? Like 70% of this entire population is going to be absolutely decimated by the Black Plague. So it's like, technologically speaking, they're getting fairly advanced. But then they're about to get some plague that's going to change all that. So I don't know... Oh no, they do have a blacksmith. He's just on the far outskirts of town. But... I think I can sleep here without getting into trouble. Yes! Just a little nap. Then we could go loot their kitchen and then go out into the world. Although, truthfully, I'm more interested in the saving. Because I have legitimately lost, like, 2 or 3 hours of progress in this game due to not saving. Or not having any savior schnapps. Also, we need to get our gear repaired and such. Also, now I look like an idiot having my torch out. Yeah, I'm totally a Knight of Talmberg. Ignore the shield that I totally didn't steal from here. Anyway. Let's go get our treasures. And then we'll go talk to the blacksmith. Because I don't think Talmberg has an armor smith. From what I remember. I think they just have like a sword blacksmith. And they have a herbalist and a huntsmaster. I think this one is you just go up the river and then it's to the right. Also, thank you so much for adding rain to this game. How miserable. Pork.
Get out of here. There's no place for the likes of you.
Oh. You're a poacher.
Get out of here.
What are you gonna do about it? Huh?
Look, be off, I say. Be gone from here.
What are you gonna do about it?
faster or I shan't hold back.
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you over the fact that I just shot you in the side of the head with an arrow. Oh, it's listed as a steal. Interesting. The dried mushrooms aren't listed as a steal. That's interesting. I will take your arrows, though. I mean, technically I could steal all this stuff and it won't make a difference, but I really don't care. I'm more interested in what's in here. Ooh. Hey. Another joy of gutting. No, I don't have time for that. Okay. We've read all that, so we can put that in there. Unpopular die, we can just send to the horse, because we won't need that. Send that to the horse, send those to the horse. The reason why you send, like, stolen stuff to the horse is because, for some reason, at least in the old one, I don't know if it still does it, but you actually won't have it taken if the guard searches you. So it's best to just move all your stolen stuff to the horse. Oh, I could have a little hunting cap. Hunting cap Henry. No. If you're not using heavy armor, you're kind of a dumb. Oh, I thought I stole that. Oh, I guess I didn't. Well, anyway. Was that what we were looking for? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. So 19 is Sasau. 20 is near Skalitz. Oh, that's some Angery storms. 21 is near... Yeah, 21 is way down deep. 22 is near Vranik. So that's pretty far. Skalitz. 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 There's a lot of stuff around Skalitz. Yeah, so pretty much all the rest are around Skalitz or require lockpick to be pretty much maxed. So screw that. Oh, it wasn't that bad, you big puss. Mmm. Smoked meats. You know, I really love that whole thing where they're like, smoked meats have an increased risk of giving you cancer. And it's like, who gives a fuck? Smoked meats are fucking delicious. Smoked cheese, I'm still on the fence about. Like, smoked Gouda isn't too bad, but I don't think it adds enough to regular Gouda to make it worthwhile. And I've had some other smoked cheeses where I'm just like, meh, that's mediocre at best. Yeah. So for Tomberg, if you want to go to the blacksmith, he's all the way ass down here. Don't know what genius thought that up, but this is also a quarry. And the worst part is the blacksmith lives in town. So the blacksmith has his stand here, but at night, they walk all the way back.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Oh, I'm a knight.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's see. Cooper's axe. Farm horseshoes. Noble horseshoes. Noble horseshoes are pretty good, but holy crap, expensive. Well, apparently I have 2K, so technically I could buy them. Robber's sword. That's really not a great name for a sword. Let's get 3 of those and 2 of these, even though that's really expensive, and I hate it. Ooh, he doesn't buy that for anything. Let's just close it. Alright. Now comes the best worst thing to do, which is offloading stuff from your horse. Most of the boots and stuff won't do much. And that should be good. All the rest I can leave here. And this is what we do.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Actually, no.
Take care now.
Yeah, I'm done talking to you. Alright. So we repaired what we can. Let's talk trade. Oh no, that's... I don't want to buy. Wow. I have not taken any damage to my head yet. Only buys them for 1. I'd be better off selling it to the clothing merchants. So like the fabric stuff, the armor smiths and blacksmiths won't buy for the same prices. They'll buy them for significantly less. He does not buy that for much. So let me guess, he's solely weapons? Yeah, weapons prices are much better. Although those are abysmal. Oh, here, I'll sell you this, because that's garbage. St. Michael's sword is a great sword. Get rid of the ash bow, they're not worth much. The yew bow is 64, so I'm going to hold on to that. I will sell him the cumin bow, whatever. And the dogwood. Pretty good price in the noble sword, but I could probably get better in Ratai or Sasau. I don't know, I'm cheap. I'll just remove that. I can probably get a better deal. Because he's just a straight blacksmith. Alright. Let's get some maintenance practice. So there's a double, pun intended, a double-edged sword to doing maintenance on weapons. Because doing this actually increases other stats. Because it also gets your stamina up, so it works. So yeah, that's at 95%. So 46, and let's see. Okay, this is a double-sided sword, so... Oh, turn it back a little bit. I know. Take a breather, Henry. But yeah, millstones like these were like the biggest deal. Yeah, that's probably as good as it's gonna get. There we go, level and maintenance, and that's 97 now. Yeah, if you play swords, you pretty much have to do that. Like, you get in one battle, and then you have to repair your shit. Or have, like, 6 swords on you. And that's just stupid. Like, this Warhammer, I could probably beat, like, 8 people's head in, and it'll barely be at, like, 80 health. Unless you get someone that damages weapons. But even then, it's so few and far between. Let's put that on my horse for the moment, because it's heavy. And put all this stuff away until I can walk again. I don't even remember what we're doing in Talmberg beyond getting that treasure, but there's no more treasures to get. And what time is it? 9:02. So, what I should do is go over to Ushitz. As much as I want to go to Sasau, there's... see, I don't know if the quest, I'll get it right away. Yeah, I need the book before I can do that. So yeah, actually, let's go to Ushitz. And there should be something going on in Ushitz right now. So I'm going to gallop my horse while I take a drink. Sorry, trot my horse. But yeah, these merchants that are walking through, they're so easy to pickpocket at night. And that blacksmith actually has a key item, like a quest item, on him, or it's in the chest, but no. I've always seen it like in his pocket for some reason. Because it's supposed to be either at the blacksmith shop, in his house, or in his pocket. And I usually end up finding it in his pocket, but one time it was in the chest there. That's very hard, so it kind of sucks. You have to find a place to like get practice picking locks. Or find all the books. Also, we should go to the book dealer here and buy up any books he has. Especially if they're like learning books. Privet Slavitz. Don't go to Privet Slavitz. It is not worth it yet. Later, it's actually a good grinding spot for bow and whatever weapon and warfare. But you have to be like super careful because it's filled with people who will wreck your day. Look out, bunny! Okay, I didn't trample the rabbit. Okay, calm down. Calm your horsey tits, Pebbles. Villager, you can't read. Get out of the bookseller. Out of the scribe's place.
God be with you.
I do like the bookseller guy. None of this I care about. We have the primers. Yeah, so I don't care about any of these books. Good. Sometimes he has other books, but I don't know whether it's because I accidentally sold them to him or otherwise, but...
Garlic that will cure all ailments, and onions that will make you cry when
No! No, horse! Horse, please! I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why I keep pressing square. I always, like, square to me is like, get off your horse.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. Oh, and another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Is there anything suspicious going on?
Is he gonna say the same thing, or...?
Out of the ordinary.
Okay. Yeah, he already told me, so... Let's go talk to Father Godwin for, honestly, one of the best chain of events that can ever happen. Or at least it's the funniest one I know of. And Father Godwin is a great character. Also, he can kill you with that sword if you wear no armor and you're really low on health and you stand in front of him. That will kill you. Could you please stop doing that so I can talk to you? Thank you.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Farewell.
This colorful quest. This, gets a little magical. Oh, I'm hungry. Should be good enough. So this herb woman is actually pretty awesome, and we have money enough to do it. Let's also make sure the quest is actually equipped, because it might still have the old prostitute on it. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. I hate how it has like multiple, but it is kind of nice that they're all like nicely sorted. But when there's too many icons on the map, it drives me nuts. Yeah, medicine. We'll go for medicine. Oh, crap. Ha! Did it. Sometimes you can get stuck behind those fences. Oh. Is the archer guy here? Yes! Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Hell yeah. Gimme. Let's haggle. You don't know me, but you should.
Can we do something about the price?
Because I'm cheap.
Oh, why not?
Also, is as the custom. Let's do 125.
What about this?
Well, now a little more and we'll shake on it.
What do you say to this?
That's not enough.
Okay, he's getting upset.
I'll go for that.
Well, yeah, that's for damn sure. See, this is not, like... So, you expect, like, oh, dealing with a witch in, like, 14th century Europe. Well, yeah, that's the thing. But this was also a big period of time where they had church-sanctioned brothels. Herbalists and such were allowed to practice. They even had people who did... less than savory things at the church's hand, and the church openly condoned it. But of course you had to be like a church certified, so that way you wouldn't slip to devilry. It was very much manipulation and control, more than anything.
Yeah.
These people are also good to pickpocket, although Ujits won't like you for it. And also the herb woman, you can buy stuff from her and then pickpocket her and take it. Exactly. Actually, this is like right after the big schism in the church, so...
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Would you
What?
teach me something about medicinal herbs?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Okay. Yeah, she also teaches herbalism, which is super helpful, so it's best not to kill her. Yeah. So I should be able to get herbalism too.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more about...
Wouldn't you rather learn the basic?
Okay, I don't have enough level.
Well,
God bless.
Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry. Lady, please. Also, they'll get upset if you try to steal herbs from their garden. Definitely want that, even though it's expensive. Oh god. I'm gonna run myself broke. I already have these two. Preserver is good. Poison is good. Padfoot's useless. Lethian water, I don't remember what that does. Okay, that resets all your skill points, which is really nice. Hair of the dog, which cures you of alcoholism and hangovers. Embrocation, I think, just helps get rid of wounded body parts, which is eh. Artemisia cures food poisoning, I believe. A more potion, pretty sure a more potion gives you... I know, right? Stealing, or no, a more potion is, I think, charisma bonus, but I think it's only versus the opposite sex or if someone's gay. Gay, quote unquote. Ooh, expensive. I'll haggle. Spending like 1k on books.
Aye.
Let's do like...
Satisfied?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. Aye, that would do it.
Okay, good. Not much of a save, but... Yeah, Skyrim, in my honest opinion... In this game, yes, I think there's like 3 characters that they allude to being gay, and there's kind of like a, oh, that's a thing. But obviously, you know, high church, they're not big on that.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
Speak up, old Hagra. Wring your neck. See, I do have a 10 in fighting, but I don't want to do that because she gets spooked.
Don't you know that witches...
There's no need for trouble. I'll
Okay.
tell you everything.
Yeah, I knew she doesn't. She had a
I've
low
done a
speech.
very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches, Anointing themselves and then flying to their Sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. Hanslada's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea, or the clink of their coin?
At least he calls it like he sees it. Oh, yeah.
And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though. I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. May the Lord watch over you.
See, like, the herb woman, don't get me wrong. I don't blame her for wanting money, or even if she felt bad over them, you know, putting on a sob story. Don't get me wrong. She lives out here, out in the woods by herself. Don't blame her at all. She also full well knows what things do, so she's not an idiot. But these women who are obviously like medieval spring breakers who just want to get high, you know, they're definitely not the brightest. Oh, trust me, when you meet him, it's not going to be quite that simple.
Yeah.
But also, you know, stuff like this to medieval people who don't have TV or the internet or common sense, this would probably be terrifying.
Radishes, carrots, and apples that will put a smile on your face.
Yep, pretty much. So let's walk around to find these women. Although I think one of them's at the farm or the stables. You're not wrong with that statement. Let's see where they are. Okay, so she's across the river. She's right across from my free house. Yep.
What? It came from over here. Has something happened?
Ah, excuse me.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that? Was someone asking around?
Gertrude sent me.
And what did she say? Does she want to add something to the ointment?
No. She's worried about what you'll do with it. It's quite dangerous stuff. What I've heard already amounts to a burning offense.
Burning? Burning at the stake, you mean?
Yes, burning you alive. If you're planning anything that looks like witchcraft.
To hell with it. Let them burn us if they will. God has forsaken us. Everyone's dying. We've lost everything. Lucifer is our last hope. Do you want to turn us in?
But I'm not here to judge you. I know what it's like to lose loved ones. I just want to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
Foolish? You think what's going on around here is foolery? We won't just stand idly by, and nobody can stop us.
I don't think I can talk to her again.
I've heard something about...
What?
Okay.
Gertrude sent.
And what did she say?
I need more
Does she
speech.
want to add some...
Because, okay. Huh! I'm surprised that... Oh, well, she has an 8, that's why.
What?
I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll find out one way or another, so start talking.
We want to put the ointment on at midnight. A little magic, just us and no one else. Come and see for yourself if you like. Just stay out of sight and don't say a word, whatever happens.
It's success for talking to them, because talking to them at all, succeed or fail, is still part of the mission, that I have to talk to all 3 women. And there are some times where you can fail one check, but you'll pass another. So this game is a very strange, like, pass-fail system. Also, there's a lot of times where you can successfully lie to someone, but then they'll catch you in it later. Or, like, in another line of questioning, they'll catch you because it doesn't add up. That was my big gripe with the DLC ones. There seem to be a lot of those, which isn't bad for realistic or more realistic dialogue. Okay, she's still listed on it. Okay. So it has to follow the women into the woods, but we have to wait for nightfall for that. But I'm going to try talking to the other ones because I think one of them will agree. The grocer... Is she here? No, she looks like she's in the next... Yeah, it's some of it's rather bizarre. There's a quest in Merhoyed that does that. Oh, you're just a villager.
What's going on?
There she is.
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? Haven't we paid her enough?
Let's see if we can pass a speech check.
That's
Probably
not
not.
the point. The ointment's dangerous, and the herb woman doesn't want you getting up to anything foolish.
We know all that, and it's not stopping us. So, thanks for asking and goodbye.
Because basically we need to get down what they're doing. Yep.
Always tell you to look at everything I cook. You'd think you had food.
I think this one's the reasonable one.
It came from over here.
Because I think Zlata is the easiest
Heard
one.
something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That...
Ugh, they all fail. Damn, my speech sucks, asshole. Zlata, talk to me again.
I've heard something of...
Really? I'd like to know where from.
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude?
Yeah.
She'd like to know just what you're planning to do with it. She's worried about you.
What made her change her tune? You can tell her we plan to do exactly what we agreed, and not to worry.
Well, that wasn't help. So I guess actually the first one's the easiest to talk to. Actually, since she's so far away, we might as well. Since we technically got a success, we should be okay to follow them. So let's have a little sit down. And let's read a book while we wait. Yeah, I don't have the dog open. I don't think the dog can even hold anything. We have all the high-level books, but none of the low ones. Ugh, excuse the mute. I'm getting acid indigestion again.
God be with you.
Work is good. As it always is. Alright. Salamis last a while, but that's pretty expensive. Lucky you. Teachers and your nice long vacations.
These onions will make you weep like a baby.
Alright, so we still don't know what's here. I could do some archery. I know we have to wait, like, around here and kind of follow them. Maybe I could go talk to the horse trader. I don't know what the quest is there. Very odd. I know, right? Actually, at work today, it was hilarious that since people around here love lighting off fireworks like all the goddamn time, that might actually be the mill, now that I think about it. They were like, you know, was that thunder or what was that? Like, why are they lighting off fireworks? Like, there's no holidays now. And, the thing I said was, it's probably parents, like, celebrating the fact that their kids are going back to school. Because I think it's, like, next week, or the week after, all the kids actually go back to school. Which means at, like, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon while I'm working, I just hear, like, random kids yelling and screaming outside. Or is this the butcher? Yeah, it's the butcher. Okay, this is not the right house. This is just a farmhouse. I honestly have not booted up my computer since I did the stream of like kind of random games on my computer and I played some Strafe. Since then I have not done crap. Okay, where's the farm guy? Technically, I could try that, but I don't have the skill yet. So, I might as well just buy them, because they're fun.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Okay. Horsemanship is the most worthless thing to spend money on. Where is the groom? Oh, excuse me. I keep getting like acid that like when it hits my throat it makes me like cough a little bit. And also my throat's or my lungs are still getting over being like obviously having an infection. Okay, basic horse riding skills. We can always buy that. Why not? You do not have the green one. I'm not getting spurs. Should I get blue? I mean, I got the good saddle, so I'm okay with that. Let's get just that comparison. He buys just about everything, so that's nice. So of course, haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
Let's do like 480.
What do you say to this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Hell yeah, that's what I wanted it for.
Well, that's a decent price.
I mean, I probably could have gone a little lower, but eh. Also, I think it's an armor, yeah. Move that to my horse, move that to my horse. And then we have a book to read. Good. Alright, so for tack, that, and that. Look at that. Fancy butt cloth. Also, oh god. Saddlebags allow you more carrying room, so my horse is now at 306 weight, so my horse can carry a lot of shit. Although I should have gotten the blue caparison, or caparison, because I like the green one. There's another green one that's much better. No, you don't. You can be standing, as long as the horse is remotely nearby. Like, I think it has to be in whatever, like, load block you're in. Because I've been, like, a decent way across a forest and still been able to do it. So, it's not, like, really restrictive. But in, like, cell menus and stuff, I think it's just convenient, like, quality of life. They don't want you, like, running back and forth to your horse. Like, you can't do it from the cell menu or other things. Like, you have to actively take them out. Horse, please. It's a bush. Calm down. Alright, hold on 2 seconds. I need to do something. Alright, sorry about that. I had to horf a little bit. Alright, so... cancel that. Now it's going to take a second to quick save and do some other BS. Okay. What I meant to do was, I believe about here. Basically, we want to follow the women out into the woods. Now, alternatively, there is an effect later where you can send these women kind of to their doom, if that's really what you wanted to do. But I would advise against that. So let's finish our book. I think it's about dusk that they go, so it should be soon. They should start leaving. Kind of sucks because I'm a little low on energy. I should probably eat something when I get out of this. But you want to follow them without being seen. Oh, fuck off with the Ratai tournament. Alright. Okay. They are slowly moving. So this is the only part that sucks, is that you kind of have to wait for them to make their way down here. I know, yeah, there's a cow. The only bad part about active time systems. Also the fact that NPCs in this, when they're walking, walk super, super slow. Oh, also, oh, it's a cow. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to get too close, because then it ruins it. Okay, they're just past the conciliation cross. Excuse my constant throat clearing. It be like that. But basically, if you spook them, the event won't happen. They'll kind of get skittered off. Come on. I'm very impatient at the moment. Mostly because I want to get this quest going. Okay. Here they come. The good part is you have your radar that magically sees them, but...
We're all here. We can set off. Is it far? Not at all. But we should put the ointment on now. It takes a while to start working.
Where exactly do you put it on?
Well, there. You know?
I feel shy.
So playing games with the devil is alright, but dabbing some ointment on your cunny is going too far.
Well... Don't peek for a bit. I'm not sure.
Don't worry. Plenty of women have tried it before us.
What if it does work? What if he does appear?
But that's what we want, isn't it? Let's go.
Yep. Nothing quite like a healthy dose of rubbing poisonous stuff on your vagina. To hallucinate. Actually, I should leave on my clanky metal armor. Be stealthy. While I'm clinking and clanking like a big rust bucket. Henry the Ninja Knight. It's alright, it's not that bad. They're not like constantly turned around or have like Metal Gear Solid levels of detection. It's more, as long as you don't have noisy footgear on, you're pretty much good. Your armor can still clank loudly and such.
I hear someone coming. Who's there?
You pretty much have to fail this mission, so.
I'm still over here.
What's going on here?
Welcome, Prince of Darkness. And make yourself at home.
What would you like us to do? We will fulfill your every wish if you fulfill ours.
Prince of Darkness? What in God's name are you babbling about?
Why are you testing us?
Testing you? Jesus Christ, what have you been smearing on yourselves?
A magic ointment from the herb woman? We are ready to pleasure you, Lord.
Video games are art.
In return, all we ask is that you rid us of the humans. And if you won't rid us of them, then help us get away from here. Give us riches, so we can start a new life in the city.
I'll give you anything you ask.
I knew it. Thank you, my lord.
In return, you'll have to... Shit. I feel very weird.
They were touching him with their cunny hands.
Oh, that ointment. You smeared the ointment on me.
Fear not, my lord. Nothing will happen to you. It's all part of the ceremony.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did you do to me?
I wonder what Teresa's doing now. I enjoyed it last time.
Oh Oh, the timing of that one. Yeah, the timing of that was magical. Oh. Honestly, you couldn't make up that timing. Honestly, there's a way to not do the fail thing, but you have to wait like 3 hours in game and just sit there and just watch from a distance until some people arrive. And it's really fucking boring, and then it just kind of ends. At least from what I remember. Okay, this autosave is taking forever and the music is not right. Okay, game. Hello. They did something to the update with like autosaves and otherwise it's kind of screwed this up. I really hope the game didn't break. Yeah, sometimes it can get stuck on these loading phases. So there's that. This isn't like a big scene or a lot of things happening. I'm beginning to think the game got stuck. And if that's the case, then I'd just redo all the stuff I've done up to this point, but not tonight. I'd probably do it like off screen or do it at the beginning of the stream tomorrow. Which, by the way, since I was sick over the weekend and such, I'm probably going to do like an extra stream either like Friday or Sunday night. Probably Sunday night. So that would be Kyoto's Monday. Or do Friday night. And just have like 3 days because... Let's see, actually. Yeah, because next Thursday, I believe Man of Medan comes out. Yeah, I think it's stuck. Oh no, it's August 30th, so yeah, I have a little bit longer. Truthfully, it doesn't happen that often. Oh, next weekend is... Not next weekend, but the weekend after is Labor Day weekend. Which is nice. 3-day weekend. So I think the game's stuck. It's weird because there was never a loading period for this before the most recent DLC update. So I don't know why it's stuck. Unless they didn't fix the autosave because they added more autosaves. Like slots. But yeah, I think maybe Labor Day I'll play Man of Medan. Or just save it for like Wednesday, Thursday. And just play this until then. Since it doesn't align with a Monday, Tuesday. Or Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I didn't have that much to do. It's fine. It gets stuck. Either way, I mean, I'll just run up and do this quest tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the sassy quest day. Alright, let's see. Nope, it is stuck. But that's fine. Either way, it should have quest saved after I talk to the woman or after I talk to the Ushit's priest. Because normally the autosave works that way, where it starts at the beginning of a mission. In between that, I don't think I slept or saved. So if I have to go back real far, that's fine. I'll just do it all off screen. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and end it here since the game's stuck. And then I will continue it tomorrow at 6:30 or 6. I don't know. You can hear my cat sneezing in the background. But yeah, it's completely borked. Yeah. The icon on the PlayStation menu isn't even spinning, so I think the game just hard locked. But either way, I will see you tomorrow.